ask the rebels to send over a helicopter.
I'll pilot.
I'm good. Crank it.
I'm going to head up here and do this meet.
El Sueno wants to meet. Maybe he wants to negotiate, maybe he wants to kill you. Either way, watch your ass.
Should be able to get there fairly soon. I'm too high up for any anti-air to find me. A little bit over 9 clicks out. From up here you can see how really beautiful this place is. And only parted away to the next tier. And 5 clicks out now. Looks like it's in some type of mansions, not near a city or a lot of buildings. Looks like it's built like a fortress. Bigger than I thought it was. I think there's a hill right beside it. On this side, maybe. Not much movement.
Drone is up. We got a large cartel base.
Phone.
Keep your eyes open. Phone.
That's no IED. It's ringing too much.
Find it. I still don't see anybody.
What the fuck is going on?
Stay sharp. Watch for an ambush.
Alright, we're good.
Well, I don't hear him either.
There's the phone.
We're gonna answer. I ain't picking that shit up.
Fuck's sake.
Hola, caballeros. This is El Sueño. It is a pleasure to finally speak with you.
And here I thought we were gonna meet face to face. Don't tell me you're running late.
I apologize for the subterfuge. But people in our line of work, we must be cautious. But I am not the liar. There are no sicarios in your area. No unidad. I only wish to talk.
Tell us where you are, then we'll talk.
I am only attempting to end the bloodshed. There is no need for it. It's bad for my business. And it is bad for Bolivia. This country has been trying to get back on its feet for decades. Do not kick your dad down.
Says the guy who turned this country into his own personal glory hole. You got something of value to say?
There are 4 cars in front of you. Consider them a signing bonus.
You better say that again. Must be something wrong with my hearing. You want to hire us?
You're 4 of the most dangerous people alive. Of course I want to hire you. Every day you risk your life for your country. And your government pays you casi nada. Put those skills to work for me. For Santa Blanca. And you will make more money than you can imagine.
Sorry. We're gonna have to politely ask you to go fuck yourself. See, we only came to this meeting to kill you. The fact that you aren't here just means you get a little more time on this earth. But I figure you should start saying your goodbyes, because we're coming for you. And we're gonna burn you down.
So be it. I will enjoy watching you try.
Bowman,
We're good to go.
you're still breathing. The Sueno made us a pretty lucrative job offer.
Job offer. Did you take it?
Benefits package wasn't great. We told him we were gonna kill him. So you're stuck with us for now.
Fair enough. Be in touch.
Demo's primed and in place. Demo's primed.
There go those cars. So I'm gonna head south now. And if I continue on that method, well, maybe I should head back here. And then work my way around this way. Okay, I'm ahead and deal with Koani and apparently Boston Reed.
Heard that explosion. It's got our friends split.
I asked Pacatari to send us a vehicle.
Hey man, try to take us off some sweet jumps, alright?
There are a number of, I think, anti-air up in the area up in front of me before I'll get to Koani. It's K-O-A-N-I. Some rather large Unidad bases in the area as well. Including this province, which is, I don't think there's much of any cartel here. There's anti-air right there, just underneath me. Ah, that's bad. I might be okay when I hit the ground. Yeah, I am.
Fucking hell.
And those Unidad don't mess around.
Going on.
Hemos perdido contacto con las tropas enemigas. Todas las unidades manténganse en formación de búsqueda.
Clear on this side.
Los enemigos rompieron contacto y se retiraron. Es hora de terminar.
Got Unidad coming in. Should be okay now.
Even if you max out your detection, they can still detect you pretty darn fast on extreme. Oh yeah, there is one thing I'd wanted to do in that other province, and that was to do this right here. These quests, or these missions right here, are a lot harder than what they are on the other difficulty. Because while you're on the extreme, you can't see where your opponents are. So you're pretty much going into it blind. And it doesn't take very much, even if you max out your bullet damage. That puts your character down. There it is.
Eyes up, we got hostiles in the area.
Such as this right here, you can't see the heat signature that you would see on other difficulty levels.
Just spotted a cartel network station. Let's go fuck with their fun. Just need to blow the door and deactivate it.
So this is a breach and clear. The difficulty here is you don't know how many there are, and you can only go by past experiences.
I got the C4 primed. Demo's primed and in place. I got the C4 primed.
Looks like we've riled them up.
Demo's primed.
It may sound a little bit weird to be doing this, but I've noticed that
I got the C4 primed.
damage from C4 can go through the door. Strange as that may sound. As you can see, the detection
right
certainly goes
boss?
through.
Frag out. Frag out. Frag out. Come mierda, culeros.
As you see, it only takes one shot, and they're much faster than you too. There's two of them, two tangos, one on the first floor and one on the stairs.
Let's
That
get a
tango
move on
took
it.
you so long. Clear. How you guys holding up? Nicely done. Now they'll have trouble coordinating their ops against the rebels. I'll fly.
might be able to avoid.
That
Nope.
thing's gonna explode.
And I hate it when that happens. When it hits you on the way down. You think I'll be flung out by exiting, but no. Not the case. And the strange thing is, if it blows up and you get hit, then you'll fall to the ground, and you'll can easily be revived by your teammates. But if it hits you, then it's auto death, which is a little bit inconsistent.
I asked the rebels to send over a vehicle for us.
It's your right, compadre.
Buckle up, people.
Yeah, this will be about my third attempt at this mission. And the thing is, what's difficult about it is the fact that you have to defend a radio from being damaged. And that isn't all that easy to do. It's easier to defend yourself against waves of enemies that you don't know are coming at you to defend something like that. Especially since they are often not placed in what would even remotely be called strategic areas. Added to the fact that a good number of them are also located inside towns, making mines and C4 an incredibly bad idea. Oops. And this is because civilians will start panicking once they hear gunfire and inevitably go right through those mines or those areas where C4 are. It would almost be better to place them outside the cities, out in the country, but there are not that many that have this set up. Out in the country, you're more likely to be able to utilize all of your tools. For example, I haven't even figured out how to get civilians out of an area. They panic when you shoot near them, and they don't run from the area. And oftentimes they'll linger around C4. And unfortunately, that makes any type of mission you do all that much harder. For example, take a look at this setup. This is garbage right here. You got civilians right here, extremely close by. And this shooting around them isn't going to make them leave.
¿Qué tal? ¿Todo bien?
As you see with that one over there. I'll fire off another one in a few seconds. Alright, so if I'm lucky, that will keep the civilians out of the area for at least a little while. If I'm unlucky, they're cowering somewhere nearby.
We'll let the rebels know where to find these supplies. They can pay us back later.
And I'm not lucky.
Deploying drone. Call Pakatari for some reinforcements.
Copy that. A third team will be right there.
Okay, now they should be able to help as well. They're going to need both.
Copy. We got a fire team moving into position.
All of our problems have a single source. The Santa Blanca cartel. They infect
I'm shooting these.
Thanks. You're good. You all in one piece?
And we are not afraid. Join us, hermanos, and we will solve these problems one bullet at a time.
I might be able to get this to work.
Wait, let me place a mine.
Hopefully no civilians are going to go near it.
We rattled somebody's cage.
But I'm afraid I'm going to have to hope.
I ask you, mis hermanos y hermanas, how long must we endure
We
this?
good? Shit got close for a second there.
How long must
Choppers
we let them
approaching.
Hilo.
take our land? How long must we let them destroy our country?
I need a better position. I got it. Moving to position.
Fight back.
Alright, there should be enough.
God damn, that was close. Pueblo, come together and stand up against the
shoot, another
cartel's
hero.
tyranny. Don't
We
let
got a
these
chopper.
Santa Blanca monsters take another one of us.
Got that fucking leader.
Stronger in mind. Now is the time to rise up and strike back against our oppressors. Together, we can drive these false prophets
Alright, that mine worked.
of our land.
Just need to survive for 10 seconds.
Message sent. The rebels are gonna give Santa Blanca hell after this.
Got someone to my right. As well as the one in front of me. The one that I knew about isn't the one who took me down.
Opening fire on these fuckers.
It's that one.
We're clear over
Time
here.
to get out of
God,
here, and
these
there's no
fuckers
need
are
to
sloppy.
put these people through more combat. We've already gone through enough, just because of that. It's easier to do it on the normal one without calling in help, because you could see where your opponents are coming from, and it's a whole lot easier to set up ambushes.
I asked Pat Katari to send us a vehicle.
While I'm at it, I'd better take this one out.
I'm in. Let's roll.
No, those are the reinforcements. I'm gonna head down this way.
Fucking hell!
The difference is between this one and the earlier ones is not significant. It's more combat, so but it's not as bad as defending a radio. All you really have to do is make sure you hit the actual convoy vehicle hard enough that it is knocked to the side, or simply that the person driving it gets out of the vehicle. From there on, then it's simply a matter of pulling the escorts away from the vehicle to make sure that it does not get destroyed before you can tag it. And you don't want to do that. There's a helo running escort for it. that's going to play an important role only when actually stopping it, because I'm taking a lot of damage before I can even get to it. There we go. They just got out. You can still do this with a pickup truck. It just becomes a little bit harder. And that's where the difficulty comes in.
Hang in there, I'm coming to you.
The game is not really played best loud. It's more of a stealth game, but often
their LT is trying to run.
You don't have stealth options.
Escort has been destroyed.
Or your options are somewhat limited.
With me, man, I'll be right there.
God damn, that was close. The drone is up. I see a second target. Got eyes on a tango. It's got a lot of background. We got a tango with multiple civilians around.
Got the target standing by.
Got eyes on a tango. He's got a lot of background.
Say the word, boss. Damn, that guy's dead. Assholes are coming this way. What's the plan?
Evade. If possible. And there's the problem too. We hit each other at the same time. It's not an even trade. And you can see the speed at which they detect you as they start shooting. That is one of the things that makes Extreme so difficult. And that is attempting to do combat in a game that heavily relies on stealth.
I asked the rebels to send over a vehicle for us.
Here's your combat vehicle. The keys are inside.
Let's go. Take a look at that.
Set. Let's go.
Now, one of the things that you'll notice is even if this is a combat vehicle, it's not going to do all that much better. Well, the fact is that as good as the armor is, you're dealing with 4 miniguns. 2 from the escort vehicles and 2 on the helo. And even the best armor doesn't really stop all that much. Not in this game. It's doable easier on even advanced. But what you're going to end up having is basically a deluge of bullets. That's why the truck I was in didn't last as long, or last long at all. It'll last longer than the truck will. But also the problem is I'm going to be ramming the thing too. And that will displace some of the armor on the vehicle, compromising it. It sounds like it should be doing a whole lot more than it, but it doesn't do quite as much as what you might hope it would. soon as I get there, you'll see. The other disadvantage too is that because of these extra armor plating, this truck does not move as fast as the Humvee does. And one of the keys to this game is to not get us hit by as many bullets. AI are very good at actually shooting, but if you actually know how they operate, you can dodge a lot of their bullets if you have speed.
Let's move.
So in other words, in cases of the Humvee, you can actually dodge a lot more bullets than you can with this one, simply for the speed factor. Okay, so same as before, and
that truck's hightailing it out of here.
Hopefully it's enough. Sometimes they don't want to get out of that stupid truck. Sometimes it's a whole lot easier. It's much easier doing it this way than with Hilo. I haven't quite worked out a good method otherwise. Alright, that does it.
Get away from there. Move.
Should. Nah, it didn't provide me enough cover.
Hang in there. I'm coming to you.
God damn, that was close.
Alright, moving back to stealth.
Drone is airborne.
Got it. Moving.
Spotting another tango.
Let me find a good position. Target acquired.
Oh, that's an LT.
Enemy down. Fuck.
Marking a tango. He's close to that local. That's it, we're clear. Heads up. We've got a cartel resupply convoy on the road. Looks like one food truck with escorts.
Hilo's way up there. Not gonna be a problem.
Area secure. We'll pass word to the rebels and tell them where to find the food truck. Let's go.
No, this one's damaged, but should last me a little while. Maybe I should do this as well.
I'm in. Let's roll.
The reason why I say I haven't found the better method is Helos aren't so great at taking on these things. I've tried the EMP, but it doesn't really stop the vehicles for very long. I probably should try again. Landmines can be iffy because of civilian vehicles. And the reason why I don't use a Humvee for this particular one is because of the Hilo. If it weren't for the Hilo, then the Humvee would be the better option. The thing about the Hilo is certain Hilos can be taken down rather easily by the EMP blast. Probably should use some explosive. Yeah, that might be the way to go. Alright, so it's going along this path.
I asked Pakatari to send us a vehicle.
And of course he parks it way over here. I'm going to experiment a little bit with my yeah, I've got my explosive drone. I'm going to try using the explosive drone. I take out the helo before I engage the others in combat.
Hang on, I'll drive.
And this will be a good experiment, I suppose. Wait. I'm so absent-minded, I didn't notice there's no helo around this one. Never mind then. I saw helo before and I thought it was attached to this one, but it's not, so... I've got Unidad and Cartel, 2 escorts, Humvees. Shouldn't be a problem.
Supply truck's getting away. Ready. All got haul. Let's check the truck for any loot we might need.
Fucking hell!
Hopefully that stopped the truck. Yep.
That LT's getting away.
Now I just need to take out the escorts.
Get away from there.
Oh great, I'm gonna go down.
Contact.
Yeah, that's okay. I still got a couple of ways that they'll take me. They'll pick me up.
Fucking hell.
It's a bit easier with co-op, since you have basically an accumulation of all of your
That's a lot of gas.
downtimes.
I'll let the rebels know where their new mobile fuel dump is.
And the strange thing is, this thing is destroyed, but you can still tag it. Sounds like that shouldn't work, but for some reason it does. While I'm playing this, if you want to give the game a try, it's rather fun. Depending upon how you're doing it, I might stick at advanced, the difficulty level. This one's on the extreme because I'm doing the tiered modes. And when you do the tiered modes, you're forced onto certain difficulty levels. After you get past a certain point, you can only play the game on extreme. But advanced is a pretty good challenge. if you're looking for something where it will help you a little bit and a little bit by on the easier difficulty levels you can see where your opponents are, so you can pretty much gauge the direction that they're in. With this one you have to use audio cues for the most part, making it even more of a stealth game rather than a run and gun game, because you could see how fast I was going down by being hit on extreme. You can survive a bit more on the other difficulty levels. This doesn't mean that you can actually stand out in a firefight as if it were a first-person shooter or a run and gun game, but you can do fairly decent.
Roger that. Moving. Let me get into position. Copy that. Moving.
And you have this too, and it's a good idea to take advantage of your sync shot and to upgrade that as soon as possible.
Target down.
Because you don't have to be the one making all the shots.
We're good to go.
And that will also help in areas where you need to shoot quite a few of them in a short amount of time. Okay, so train graveyards next.
We've got intel on cartel activity at the train cemetery. Check the place out and see what you can find.
There's one thing about trains. You can always lose your train of thought, but as long as you... That was a horrible pun. There's small details in the game too, such as the fireflies. I think this is right. This is a salt flat out here. I think. But you might not want to quote me on that. Oh, and there's also an update which came with the December one. If you do the Predator quest, and it's pretty darn difficult. To be honest, I put it on the easiest one and do it. You get this mask and you can see just like the Predator does. And this is pretty badass right here. And it even distorts voices, like in the Predator 2. You also have your regular
drone is airborne. Only that patrol approaching.
One as well. And you can see the difference between the two.
Okay, we're cool.
In some ways this is better, in some ways it's not as detailed.
Hold on. Signs of cartel activity up ahead.
Looks like Bowman was right. What's the play, boss?
Let's find the asshole in charge and see what he can tell us. Approaching train cemetery.
That where old trains go to die. When the local mines went bust, the companies left all their trains behind.
Keep your heads down. We don't want to say a big hello until we find something.
So I can find pretty much the trains that they'd use for the mines here, both big and small. So I'm probably going to run into a couple of narrow track trains. Or narrow gauge trains. As well as some of the bigger ones. Tango's walking around the perimeter.
Got another tango. Tango number 3.
Long corridors.
Chopper incoming.
Got eyes on the Santa Blanca, Lieutenant. Looks like he may be the man we're looking for.
Got him.
Remember, we need him alive. If that's a tour group, I'll eat my fucking boot.
You think this is connected to Reed?
Only one way to find out.
What about the friendlies?
We'll cut him loose if we can, but it's not our priority. Clear?
Clear.
That's gonna
Spotted one with
complicate
some
things.
machine guns. It's 15 hombres.
Few vehicles that will explode. Something here. Oh, prisoners. Okay, so prisoners here and here as
Got a
well.
target carrying submachine guns.
Immediate hostages. I have to be careful. So I'm gonna have to shoot them in a way that they won't find each other's bodies.
Roger. Let me get in position. Moving to a good sight line. Marked.
You
Eyes on the
you.
Moving to a better position. Good to go.
Alright.
That guy's missing.
Yeah, you can do stealth by using suppressors or walk up to them and hit them from behind. The only danger there is the ease in which they can turn around and spot you and shoot you. And they are not slow at that. So if you're going to sneak up behind them physically, you have to be extremely careful. And I'm taking a bit more care because if I get spotted, they're going to shoot these 2 hostages. And also bear in mind those suppressors are not silent. The suppressors just suppress the noise, it doesn't eliminate it. They are quieter than they actually are, but
Alright, that's, I count 15 of them.
if you're close enough and you shoot somebody, even with a suppressor on, they will hear that shot being fired. And if you miss a shot, they will hear the bullet bouncing off something. Yeah, that depends, but yeah, generally speaking. And also by watching their patterns, how they move, where they move.
Need to get to a better position. Moving.
Looks like I might have The correct thing is
Target
these
acquired.
two
Ready to
are
fire.
pretty close to this guy. Those two are walking together. I can't take them out. Okay, he's moving away. Good.
Got it. Moving. Say the word.
Alright, I should be able to take out these 4 now. No, just wait till he stabilizes by stopping. Or not, since he's not going to. Alright, so that should be good enough. No alarms. Moving up then. Hold on. Dead body.
The lieutenant's trying to escape.
That's the guy I need to get a hold of.
We got rebels throwing down with the cartel. What's our play?
There's a vehicle up here. Yeah. Bike. I'm gonna grab it.
I'm taking the bike.
All goes well. Never mind. I can't get out. I thought there was a break there. And that's why I wanted to be careful. I'm not going to be able to get to him in time.
Thanks. Engage targets.
Alright, gonna have to do that again. But it should put me at the beginning. I missed that sniper. Shoot. That's another thing I need to do, call in a vehicle. Just in case things do go south. One of the things that this game is missing too is the fact that you can't move bodies. And I'm not exactly sure why that's missing in this game, but in a game, for example, like Far Cry or with Metal Gear, you can at least hide the bodies, but you cannot do that in this game.
Deploying drone. Hold on. Signs of cartel activity up ahead.
Looks like Bowman was right.
What's the play, boss?
Let's find the asshole in charge and see what he can tell us. Got eyes on a Santa Blanca, Lieutenant. Looks like he may be the man we're looking for.
Got it.
Remember, we need him alive.
Strictly speaking, I don't technically have to kill any of them.
Only one way to find out.
If I can sneak in to get to
cut
the
him loose if we can, but it's
lieutenant,
not our priority. Clear?
Clear.
then that's just as good of a victory. In some cases, that's a bit easier than others.
I asked the rebels to send over a vehicle for us.
Naturally, it's way over here. There is also another option
Let's go.
in doing this as well, and I may do that tactic, and that is to actually purposely cause an alert, because the first thing that LT will do is run. And all you need to do there is just wait for them on the road. Or wait for the LT while on the road.
Just spotted one with submachine guns.
And civilians along this path along the flat.
All right, I'm in.
It should be close enough.
Roger that. Moving. Let me get a good sight line. Roger. Target acquired.
Shit, I gotta find a good position.
I've got the target.
Ready. Call the shot. Moving to position. Say the word. He's down.
You know, it's a Salt Lake. So, yeah.
Roger. Let me get in position. I need a better position.
I got it. Moving to position.
Roger that. Target marked. Target marked.
Ready. Call the shot.
Problem.
We're up to 15.
He's gone.
Everything's gold.
Roger that.
Let me get into position.
Target acquired. Moving to a better position.
Eyes on the target.
Good to go. Enemy down.
Six of them. LT is moving this way.
Let me get a good sight.
Shit, I gotta find a good target acquired. Got the target.
Tango's heading towards me. Alright.
Target is down. Okay, we're still alright.
Shoot. I can't shoot him.
Coopere todo saldrá bien.
This is gonna go south.
Got one of
pretty
those
bad.
cartel medals here. Some Sicario is gonna miss this.
Alright, everything's gold.
I see a second target.
That Tango's down.
Take it easy, okay? Cálmate, pues. Let's talk about this. Maybe we can make a deal, you and me.
You want a deal? How's this? Give
Somebody
me
found a
Reed and
body.
maybe I don't blow your brains out.
Aguanta. Look, I don't know where he is, okay? Reed does everything to his middleman.
What about these people? Where are they from?
There's 5 or 6 villages Reed likes to hit. Places where people disappear and no one asks any questions. Así de simple.
And the cartel? They got a cut too?
No. We keep this to ourselves. Sueño would send every one of us to El Pozolero if he found out.
I want a list of these villages you've been targeting. Now.
Tranquis, okay? Whatever you say. But you didn't get it from me, alright? ¿Está claro?
Boom. You were right about Reed. Fucker's running a human trafficking operation right under Sueño's nose.
Outstanding. This could be the lever we need to force Reed into the open. Keep pulling on that thread, Nomad. Let's see where it leads.
What about the cocaine smuggling network?
No reason why you can't investigate that too. Reed's at the center of both. With luck, we can kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
Copy that. Nomad out.
Oh no.
For me, my mother was the first person to call me Madonna. Then it was the other niños at school. As I got older, it was boyfriends, co-workers, and let's be honest, my mother has never stopped calling me Madonna. It's because they
Drone is airborne.
There's also prison. Where was it? Over here. Well, they had the option of getting out of there, which is the important part. Kingslayer file up here, and unknown location. One good thing is that as long as you're in a car, the AI will join you, even if that means teleporting. So you don't have to worry if you drive off without them. This is not true of co-op though. So a music device. Another Kingslayer here, and then I'll be heading towards this LT. There's a rebel, so I don't have to worry about this one running. One of the things I found to keep in mind, if you're going to hit a place with an LT and you actually want to handle them without hitting the place, is to trip an alarm or shoot them in such a way that they find a dead body. The LT will immediately panic and start running. So if you combine that with placing an ambush, you can easily take them out. That can either be a primary option or a secondary option. And that's also why I called in that vehicle, just in case something went down again. Smuggling routes. That many vehicles suggest that there's probably a base nearby. So at one point that was a lake, but it's since dried up. Leaving behind a salt flat. And the lake would have been similar to the Dead Sea. In terms of sailing composition and
you hear anything about
such.
the cartel around here? Where they are, or things like that? Gracias.
Should be okay now.
Looks like the buildings are in the way of scanning that. And that's over a kilo out, so. Does not look like these two are tied together, but I'm gonna go after it anyway.
I asked Pacatari to send us a vehicle.
Hola, ¿cómo va? Everybody hold up, we got hostiles in the area. Nice move, dumbass. You just hit a civilian.
Didn't see that one. He might have been stuck in it when Pat called it in.
Going on.
Oh yeah, that thing is tied to it. Okay.
Oh, here we go.
Alright, now let's take out the escorts.
T's trying to run.
Hopefully I can get away. Nope. Makes it harder when they're shooting at your where you are.
Took you so long.
Target down.
Alright. Now evade. Shoot. Helo.
Copter, get down.
I'll take care of this Helo with this.
Escort destroyed.
Helo's destroyed.
Tango ahead of me. Bottom road. Not marked. No, as Sanji said, victory goes to he knows when to fight and when not to fight.
Got what we came for. Let's clear out. The rebels can send in a team to pick up the food later.
About 3 shots, I think, is enough. But the good thing is that was accomplished. LT up ahead. The vehicle.
Yo, placing a mine over here.
Hold up, we got hostile activity.
Drive on by, come on, drive on by.
What you doing?
Well, it wasn't.
Get that
Their
tequila.
lieutenant's running away.
Only one way you're walking away from this alive.
Yeah.
I got you, Vato. Just don't tell nobody where you heard this shit.
And that is also another downside. Forgot just how large the explosion is. Okay, I'm gonna take one short break. Try to recenter my focus, I guess you could say. Get something to drink and I'll be right back. The stream should only be down for less than a minute. Oh, one good reason to do this is to take a short break every now and then, so I guess you could say you can refocus. With many of the people who do sniping work, for example, they don't stay on the rifle for very long at a given time. So breaks every now and then are very useful in this.